Is it because you're calling a lie? Is that why you're not answering this? Nothing to do with it. Is it true then? Let's play for YouTube. Mom was a nurse at Kevin Mercy Med Surgical for 15 years. Parents are tired and end of our rope. House is getting cleaned to where it was before. It was cleaned before? Really? He didn't clean up after himself. Really? One thing I can do is clean up after myself. His things were piled up in the dining room table. Well, if you help me with organizing things and teach me how to do that and have a place to put things, Andy could do that on my own. Mother states that Andrew abused them verbally, mentally, and had gone after Mother, prompting neighbors to call the police. Calling the police? Neighbors never call the police.
Yes, they did.
When? When
you beat up Joe in the back of the van, and then you threatened me.
That was when I was in 16, and that was caused by medications, if you remember right, Mom. That didn't help me at all. You can't say that it was recent, like you are stating it on this paper. He lived with his parents until 7 and was placed at CPC. I was placed at CPC at 7? Okay. Back to live on and off between home and CPC. Eventually spent time at Bryanland when older. Bryanland when older. They only could keep you mostly 30 days, and they don't even take me because of my problems are not mental health and my pee and poop problem.
They did take you, Andy.
They took me once until they learned about that. Had a psychiatric nurse come to the house 2 times a week. Really? Don't remember a psychiatric nurse. Mom had taken him to every appointment and talked to doctors. Yes. Mom recalls a possible thyroid issue. Possible thyroid issue and unattended testicle issue. Had 2 surgeries on unattended testicle surgery at age 7, right, Mom? Not possible. If you had to have surgery on it, and one at 2.5, and have thyroid medicine, not possible. Mom states that she believes that he performed at a 2nd grade, up to a 2nd grade level of math. He doesn't want to think that. We'll show you my math and reading grade levels in a minute. Reading was at a 1 or 2 grade level. Yeah, have trouble reading to understand things. Dropped out 2 weeks before graduation. Actually, Mom, Andy still had to go for 1 more year, but I dropped out of 2 weeks of graduation. Okay. Applied on his own to get a full-time McDonald's. And I missed that first part of the dropout 2 weeks. That's how hard time I've of understanding language. What was this again? Applied on his own to get a full-time job at McDonald's. Had help applying for things like that. Working nights for 1.5 years. Try, Mom. Working nights 4 days a week is not a full-time job for one, and working nights for 1.5 years? Try almost 2 years, Mom. He was let go from McDonald's. Why was Andy let go from McDonald's, Mom? You don't know? So I think you know I'm caught you in a bunch of lies that you're uncomfortable with. Yeah, well, Andy got hit by a car in 2005 is why I had a force out of McDonald's, where I had a TBI. But Mom would not want to admit this stuff. Like, had to have a computer to talk when younger. Then stayed at home and did nothing all day. I stayed at home, did nothing all day? Wow. Later, funny thing is, and when Andy was called into work that day, I had an apartment that I lived mostly at my parents' house. By the way, my parents' house for YouTube is 339 Morgan Street in Tonawanda. 90% of the time was here. 10% of the time was at 225 Hines Street, the only apartment that Andy had lived at. That I had, my mom and dad had a key, a retired judge had a key, the city Tonawanda police had a key, and two upstairs neighbors, complete strangers, had a key, and my grandpa had a key to my apartment. Is that living on my own when I had to have everyone cook for me, clean, help me, and make sure I take my meds and help me to my jobs? And the only one time that Andy rode my bike to McDonald's, I got hit by a car on my way being called into McDonald's. Later, got a job at Wendy's. He rode his bike to work or got rides from his mother. Well, Wendy's, there was an issue there. Most of the people who drove me to and from Wendy's were co-workers, because my mom couldn't even be cared to help me, even though I had trouble crossing streets, and worked for over a year. Worked over a year at Wendy's. My second time, Andy was on payroll for over a year, but I was off. I only worked for 3 months before my shoulder injury, and then the last 3 weeks of my employment, the 1 year, over 1 year of employment, Andy was on like duty that they couldn't, that they couldn't honor. So I had worked only 3 hours a week before they let me go the last 3 weeks. And before the first time at Wendy's was only there for 3 months. Worked at McDonald's or Burger King. Worked at Burger King. Forget about that one, Mom. How Andy was fired 3 days into my job because I pooped my diaper. You forgot about that one, Mom. Worked briefly at Walmart. Yeah, okay. And Mom, who helped me change my diaper? Who taught me to be almost independent, rather, other than needing to have help making sure I was clean properly? Who taught me, Mom? Not you, not Dad, but a McDonald's manager who was in the Russian military, Dina. Remember her? Doesn't follow a budget. Yeah, well, I have trouble following a budget. And he didn't have surgeries while he couldn't afford my apartment, Mom. Andy lost my income at Burger King, and my doctor at the time had applied for Social Security disability again. That I was cut off at age 18 because you didn't want to appeal it because you had a counselor at the time of mine that said no, let him try to go to work. Even though it was against your advice, Mom. Can use a stovetop oven and microwave. Can use a stovetop? Really, Mom? How many times did the fire department come to your house? Or the 2 times I tried it at my apartment, Mom? And the microwave fires? And Annie don't even use an oven. Knows how to cook chili with Dad's help. Have to have Dad's help, but I know how to do some and stuff. It's multitasking, following a recipe, and having a recipe. And can make a sandwich, bologna and ham. Bologna and ham you can live on, Mom, all your life? Let me say this, cookies and crackers like I did at the homeless shelters I was in at this time in this article, right, Mom? Can cook eggs. Really? Andy don't even know how to cook an egg, really, other than scrambled eggs, which I need help because of the fire issue. Because, alright, can cook chicken dinner for parents. Andy cooked you a chicken dinner for... Yeah, I made a chicken recipe marinade. Remember how good that was, Mom? Maybe Andy should not even try to cook and help people. Even though I have Dad's help with the grill because of how many fires that had issues with me and how Andy doesn't have the ability to put it out even though I know how to. And then you caused me all this drama and then you walk away, Mom, because you can't handle the truth that I caught you in lie. I can wash laundry. Yes, I can do that very well thanks to living at Connor's, which was not CPC. I'm sorry. I'm overwhelmed. He did his own laundry for her family. Yeah, so what? That's one thing I can do. One of few things I can do. I can also clean and vacuum clean and clean up after myself and do dishes. But Andy struggles with using a vacuum cleaner because of the sound. And I have trouble dusting, but I can do it. Mom states he is incontinent, but she doesn't know how bad it is. Really? And initially started around 20 or 22. All my life, Mom? And you're going to tell me Andy started around 2022? Does Andy have to show you a YouTube video of the goodnight diapers that Dad found? If he still has it from when he was cleaning your bedroom, which was my room growing up way young? Mom, seriously. The white goodnight diapers that Dad found that were large? The old large goodnight diapers that were white? You really don't understand. And that was the diapers you had Dad buy Big Ed Thompson one day when went running away from him because you called me Diaper Man at age 14 if not mistaken. That left me in Bryland because how embarrassing that is to me. And he never once had to buy the same diapers that Andy was buying forever. Tranquility diapers, Mom, the plastic back ones, how bad they feel. And then until he discovered that bowel movement felt good in his diaper, and all day, all of a sudden, he couldn't make it to the bathroom. How freaking embarrassing to even deal with this. And you, I'm sorry. All you do is cause me pain for my. I'm sorry, all my pain all my life, and how bad poop smells, and you're gonna tell me this. Joseph Ditch had a poop smear. I didn't even like smelling it or touching it really. You want to laugh at me, Dad, and call me a liar on this stuff? Dr. Doyle was on Main Street as my urologist, really? Dr. Eliota was, and he didn't treat me for undescended testicles. That was Dr. Doyle who did the first surgery at 2. I'm sorry. I faked bladder infections by dyeing toilet red. Really? A pee turns red for having a bladder infection? Oh, God. Had a very few of those, Mom. And Andy does not even have the ability to even know when they have that issue. But they turn red. Really? They turn the toilet red. Do they turn the diaper red too, Mom? Because they don't do it to me, at least. And I never even heard of... I can't talk about this anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. It's weighing these... You know what? For YouTube to know, I'm going online right now to put a stop to the diaper order. And I don't care if I share my password or not, because I don't care anymore. Had to first go to my Gmail to get this. Fanny's faking my problem. God, I'm just. I had to wear diapers all my life. How do I not like being wet? And then you wonder why Andy don't want to have my teddy bear or the sensory toys that help me because you call me a fake? I don't know how to cancel this. Gonna try. That's February 3rd. Auto ship maybe? So you can't tell me, Mom. So you can't accuse me of having wear diapers anymore just so I can please you. I stopped it. Now, I'm not wearing a pad underneath any chair, Mom, to keep the chairs dry from the blood and skin infection that I can show you right now. I can show the screen, oh, by the way, for the recording, this is my computer I built that I love and that tornado on my screen. Gonna show you my skin. Oh, wait. This is a picture of language development program when Andy was at the autism program. Why am I holding my pants like that? Must have peed him or something. Somebody had said at the bottom down here where my pants are, it looked like I'm wearing a, diaper. Because my mom at that time did have me in cloth diapers. And this is my first den board that Andy came and do because I don't have anyone help me. And if I was ever wanting diapers, why do I have these skin sores if I don't need help with it? And how embarrassing it is to show you guys this. But I don't have any problems, do I? And that was almost gone when Andy had help at shelter. And here's the antibiotic cream that Andy's supposed to have help with, but I threw it out. Threw it out because Andy don't have anyone helping me. I don't want my teddy bear anymore. I don't care if I have any more. I just threw my teddy bear as I don't want to have it. And my speech report. My speech stuff. How stupid is this? How stupid! How stupid am I to go through this? And how Andy had to have help from my how to have help from my speech therapist and that. Because I'm a retard. And I can't get anyone to care. I don't care anymore. Matter of fact, if my counselor's watching this, watch me not come in tomorrow. Watch me not call care anymore to my care coordinator. Cause I give up. You guys allow me to go through this abuse, even though Andy's only seen my counselor one time. But this is a new counselor. I'm gonna give you guys for the YouTube videos, I'm gonna give you my counselor's phone number. His name is Adam, 716-304-4411. Could give you my Andrew Daring's phone number, who's at the director of SPOA, 716-858-8539. Here's one. My care coordinator, Letice Burke. Her phone number 716-836-0822, extension 152. I not wanting to do this anymore. And all my dad is doing is laughing his head off. Well, good, you can laugh your head off all you want, Dad. I don't care anymore. Andy, cancel my diaper order to please you. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm fighting meltdown here. And this is the spoiled guy. Want to read this? Licensed housing program would have provided you with and whatever referral with that information. It would primarily include a physician authorization, recent social assessment, financial information, and anything additional the housing provider may request. If you want physical copies, I recommend you reaching out homemade licensed housing agency you have been referred to Paul TSI Estelle. However, autism anxiety disorder alone is it. I can't do autism. Alone would not qualify you for homemade housing. I'm not able to think this stuff anymore. Let's look at my school records. And I really can't go on anymore. It says I don't want to do it anymore. And all my dad can do is laugh and think it's freaking funny. And think it's freaking funny that Andy has been denied help that you think I've been in refusing? Really, Dad? I refuse everything, don't I? So, reading at a 5.2 level, that's not a first grade level. But understanding is really low. Sorry. My math is 8.9, but that's a 2 grade level. But Andy's a fake. I don't care anymore.